Hey folks, it's Ben. Parts day's arrived. I've actually got my new fuel pump for my 89 Ford Probe. Here's the old pump, here's the new pump. Crap, I got all the stuff on my desk here, so I'm gonna magically snap my fingers and clean all this out. Ready? 1, 2. Awesome. Okay, let me bring you in close and we'll take a look at the fun party we've got ahead of us here. Well, hopefully this angle is agreeable to you. So what we have here, and I'm going to go ahead and link the video of us taking this fuel pump out and then realizing, okay, we got to get some parts in here. We've got our fuel pump, which is done leaking gas, hopefully, and our mechanical plug through the plate. I'm just going to leave that because I don't need to fight with it. Fuel pump, fuel sock, fuel tank level, fuel gauge. And then we've got some connectors up here, and we're going to have to change some of this stuff, so that's all right. We're going to put the pump upside down. That works. Let me check my camera angle. Is that gonna? Yeah, if we wandered on up, that'd be cool. And rotate it over. Much better. Zoomed in. Yeah, now we're cooking. Okay, so that's our old pump assembly. We've got the pump, strainer, some wiring, a little bit of gas line here up to this. Nothing overly fancy. I think we're dealing with approximately 40 to 60 psi of fuel. Our new kit, and I'll swing you on over and we'll look at this one. Show you. Is a Carter, which I swear is a brand I've heard of before, but who knows. Pump cost $41. Canadian, US? I think it's Canadian, so really cheap. Comes with all the fun stuff you'd want, including, oh wow, look at this, a new fuel pump. And then it probably has some instructions as to how not to blow the darn thing up. Box will be going now. Sweet. And I don't have a clue what I'm doing, except I've done lots of fuel pumps before. So you're supposed to relieve the fuel pressure in the system. No way. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and, let's find out what we have in the magic bag. Now I throw those away, and there's going to be some little asterisk that's going to bite me in the butt here, but that's okay. Looks like what we have is a lot of insulate. That's going to be on the bottom, maybe? Yep. Fuel section of fuel line, which is going to replace the part there. It's going to go around the pump, make it nice and quiet. Looks like our pump's physically smaller. Looks like they gave us fuel tank rings, which we won't actually need in this application. Nope, we're going to reuse the old one. Fuel pump clamps. Not fuel pump clamps, but clamps for the fuel line, bridging the pump to the little bracket up there. Ooh, another warning. Installation note. This upgraded turbine style pump is a replacement to a page that won't open. For the original equipment 2-inch diameter pump, this smaller, more efficient design draws less current and will fit into the existing vehicle applications with the hardware provided in this kit. I see. So what it's going to do is this is going to make the pump fatter so it fits in the clamp here. That's what I'm hoping. This is the fishy part. This is where if you don't buy OEM, you don't get OEM connectors. Here we have a plug-in for the pump, power-wise. And I'm sure in my little instruction things I chucked over there, who's hot, who's not. We might just, they're already landed up here. We might put an end on those and crank them up there and we'd be winning. So that's cool. And this strainer thingy, probably close to what the other one was like. Or not. Looks like it's a little smaller, but really who cares? You can get to the pump from the inside of the car. You're already winning not having to drop the tank, so can't ask for too much. Anyway, oh, here's an easy open. Let's stab in the pump. Cool. So there, out. Out, demon out. Voila. Clean with the pump. But Ben, this video is already too long. I know, but you're just going to have to put up with like a 10 to 20 minute video. Hopefully. And bam, there we go. That's a sweet story right there. Looks like they got a cover on that pump inlet. I'm guessing that's where we'll do the old wiggy woo there. Ooh, it's even got a pin. Kinda? Oh yeah, it's got a plug in the... Nice. Safety first, people. And that goes like that. We're not going to put it on yet because we might have to put it on last. But that's a sock and we'll get it figured out. Okay, call me awesome, but we're gonna need a Phillips, and half this video is gonna be me editing out stuff so I can find the darn tools I need. You're rusty. Oh! Spring. Open, says you. Okay, and you're just tacked on welded there. And you're just the return line. Looks like we got little nuts holding on our wires here, and they're all crusted over. Plus, we're going to need some pliers to get in there and release those two lines. Okay, just so I don't mess things up, I'm going to record it on this video that on our electrical connections for this pump, we have our fat, big, solid black wires come down to the black line on to the black side of the pump. And then we have on this blue wire on this side, comes up to two black wires, but with white lines on them. So probably ground. So we've got ground and we've got power to the pump. So I'll remember this, I can play it back. But let's go ahead and rip this off. Actually, I can just snip that off because I'm gonna regret that, but we'll just snip it off because why not? Our new pump has a different style connector. Snip and a snip. We're fighting corrosion in here too, right? Like this isn't snow. This is all gas fumes and cat pee crystallization. I don't know. I own too many cats, but let's go with that. So grab this here and there you go. Come on up, come on. God, these are angry. We're actually not going to even use this piece either, are we? No, we're replacing that with another piece of tubing. So let's do what we love to do and just cut the darn thing off. It's going to be grumpy though. I wonder how low that comes in. I don't know. We'll just wiggle it out some maybe. So our pump is not being held in by anything. A little rubber tube here. Let's set you aside. We're probably pretty corroded in, eh? Oh, we got the base. Of course we have the base and the rubber piece that we've got right here for sucking fuel. So we're going to need to wiggle up a little bit. Probably ought to be wearing gloves because this gas is nasty. Look at this little rubber piece. He's very friendly. He wants to hang around. Sorry, but your team is done. Time of valves is over. There you go. That's the boy. Bam! So that rubber piece is out. Now we're just hung on by our fuel line up here, which is annoying. Am I still on frame? Barely. Perfect. So let's see if we can. It's where I've just set a tool down, but I've already lost it. There it is. Is that fuel line? Yes, it is. Get off. Get out. Get out. I burnt up my down power already, mostly. Get out. You don't have to come with this right. That's it. Now you can come on out. Out you come. Out you come. Come on. There. Bam. One Ford Probe 89 fuel pump. So discharge there. You know this thing is how old? 30 years old? 30 years old. So you get it, buddy. Good job. You can retire now. It's your rubber butt. Use your clamp. We're probably going to use you again. Look at the corrosion in here. We might go ahead and just lightly, brush that out, get it a little bit cleaner, but I won't do that on the video because we still got to get this little guy up here out of here. Come on. You know you don't want to be there. Come on. Yeah, you're friendly. Usually GM cars, they just want to screw you right over. This Ford's been real friendly. You know what? Come on. I'm off the clamp now. Let's just get out. Come on. Aha! Bam! Goodbye. Those are good clamps. I like them. Okay, so we have our fuel level assembly still here. Our power lines, which I'm not going to use these again. It's cracked and now it's going to explode. Everyone's going to die. Nobody wants that. So, okay, let's, and on this pump, my new pump, kind of have to figure out, does it mark it? It doesn't. What a pain in the butt. That goes clip. Oh, it does. There we go. Black is negative. Yellow is positive. That's great. Perfect. So what I'm going to actually do is reattach it up to the posts up here, because that seems like the right thing to do. And, yep. And does this pump have, was it marked? It was as well. And I totally got it backwards again. Awesome. It has plus on the blue side, black on the black side. So, okay, we'll just figure that out then. We'll do the blue as the positive, because that's what this pump was marked as. And the black as the negative, because that's how it goes. So let me find a little wrench in there, and we'll get that puppy out. The ratchet, then you can just run it back and forth. Actually, let's hug the pump. Who wants a good hug? Ah. This makes the pump nice and quiet, right? It's a sound insulator. So now if we put that wrap around that, you gonna fit in there? Maybe. Most GM cars, I don't even think they have a pump hugger. I think they just squish them on the bottom and pipe them in and, you know, get this pup. Yeah, it'll be tight. I think we'll just hug the bottom like we normally do and just have the hugger here to hug it, keep it from breaking out. But I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so I need to find some ends for these little nuts here. For the life of me, I can't find some connectors. I'm just looking for that little piece there, and you squish it on the wire, and then you put the bolt down, and just winning. So I'm going to do the wrong thing and go ahead and just curl them up there and squish the bolts down, because I really want to get this thing at least started today, prove that it actually can. And I'm going to get a little bit of the crystals out of here, because as much as I like meth, I just probably not the best thing. Kind of disappointed, but I used to do a job that required me to have those in my work truck, and I don't have that job anymore. I switched, and I've run out. I don't have enough hidden places to actually have it anymore. These are stiff, holy. Let's make sure we got lots to wrap around. So that's a corrosion hazard, sweet. They're in there now, and hopefully they're not going to spark because they've got a decent connection on them. Black to black, blue to blue. Let's go with the pump installation. So next we've got less than enthused with that installation, but sorry, Dad. I'll put this guy up here. This is a nice tight fit. There, nicely done. Put our new fuel clamp here. Tighten him down a hair. Not much, just enough. Looks like we're going to end up with less stuff in the tank area, just to keep it from wiggling. Next we've got our base. Looks like we need to put our strainer in, because it's going to be part of the love that keeps our strainer on. It is. So my strainer has disappeared on me. Here it is. So the strainer, my on frame sometimes, goes here, that center pole there, and just squeeze it. There you go. Now you're on there, all the way. All the way. Okay, that's good. We take our little rubber butt, plant it on that, and it likes to go on that little rubber nub too. That's why I was kind of looking at. I need to get the strainer in first, because it kind of makes a package. And then we'll take this top off the pump. Got a spring in the check valve, cool. Let's not be stupid. Let's put the other valve clamp on. Bring our pump up here. It'd be nice if I didn't have to cut any tubing. That'd be great. You can wiggle on up. Let's open you wide. With arms wide open. There you are. So now our pump is friction fit in here. So even if it didn't have the little hugger on it, it'd still be okay. Except we gotta get our plug to work in there now. It's way back here in the back. Click. Well, that wasn't painful. Okay, cool. So we gotta tighten these hoses, but that's that. Like, we got a nice solid connection up here. I don't like it at all, but it's fine. It's just fine. We're gonna screw this down. We can move this down actually. It got crammed up there pretty good. We can come down a little bit, buddy. It's okay, there you go. We can clamp him down because there's a bubble here keeping it on. So we'll tighten this up. Make sure it corrodes to the side so we'll never do that one again. Cool, and then the pump's got quite a good nozzle on it as well. So we'll just go ahead and tighten this up. A lot of this fuel is coming back via the return line anyway, so, you know, a little leakage isn't gonna make anyone cry too loud. There's plastic down here too, but that ought to be good. Good. Okay, cool. So we're almost there, actually. It doesn't take that much to do a fuel. I'm really dragging this thing out. That's toast. This might be, let's see what we can do with this. No, there's nothing we can do with this. I'll put the screw in for prosperity's sake, but I think we're just gonna let it hug it. Call it good. Okay, so now we have our pump assembly complete. So I was gonna put the pump in, right? But I forgot. This tank is full. Ah, crap. I got some stuff to siphon it out. You guys aren't gonna notice a thing. I'll see you in like half an hour, darn it. Just so you guys don't miss out on the fun, I've got an actual siphon kit here. So it's going from the cab of the car, which if I shine a flashlight in here, I guess you can take a peek at. So there's the bottom of the tank, and it comes out through here. I think I spent like $4 on it, so it's pretty cheap at a local hardware store. It's pouring into my transmission / coolant pan collector here. And all right, we got all the gasoline out of it. At least I pulled 8 gallons out, and it's really on the bottom of the tank there. So we're winning there. And so I got a can of my go-to, Siphoning. And we're just going to go ahead and drop this right in the tank now. Directly into it. I'm going to put the whole thing in, because that just has all the tasty goodness gasoline needs. All the hocus pocus one at once. There. So that's cool. Next up, we're going to drop the tank in, or the pump in. And you can't see inside, and I'm not going to show you because I'm a dink. You got a cup in here that we're going to have to kind of slide this thing into. And then all these little Phillips have to go back in. So let's get on that. This fuel level sender sits outside the cup. That way it has full range if it's not broken already, which it seems okay. Still grinding away at it. It's easier to put it in first. Drop the filter in. Get out of there, you. Oh. Okay, now with the Phillips done, let's get my pliers out and put the fuel lines back together. There, so there's that. We'll make the plug connection here. So if we haven't broken anything, we can screw that down. I'm going to leave it open for now in case I need to get in here. We're done here. So let's pop the front fuel filter and put that in a container we can see so we can drain out some of the bad gas that's in the line. And 2, we got to put gas in it because it's empty right now, right? We're getting there. All right. So before we even hook up any electrical, this goes to the fuel injectors. It's not the right type of fuel filter. And I actually have the right kind of fuel filter, but I like this one because it's clear and I can see what's going on. And let's see if I can get this off. Okay, battery's hooked up. Got 6 gallons in the tank. Enough that I feel it'd be okay to run the pump. That's up the seat back. Put the key in and see if we can get a little gasoline out of this thing. Here we go. That didn't sound good. I can't hear the pump. I hear relays clicking, but I don't hear fuel pumps pumping. And we got nothing. But the clutch channel will get it just to start. Oh, she's running. That's weird. Usually on GM I can get fuel to come out on a crank. You know, you start it and the pump runs to fuel the system, but yeah, I've got gasoline in there. And the whole point is that it's yellow and gross. Like pee. So it's going, I just have to crank the damn thing. Ugh, that's annoying. Well, let's do that then. It's still quite gross coming out. We're almost, I'll do that one more time, and then we'll swap the fuel line, see what we can do. I can't hear the pump at all. Okay, well that's progress. Let's get this whole thing out of here, plug the fuel line back in, and then we'll give it cranks for real, see what happens. She's a feisty little cranker, isn't she? There is zero lighting in here. Okay, fuel line's hooked up. Clutch in, not gear. Turn on. Here we go. Come on, sunshine. Come on. Oh, she got an exhaust leak somewhere. Well, we're getting fuel. I don't know if I'm getting fuel pressure. Come on. Oh, that's a weird one. What's going on with that? Now we're gonna have to pull plugs and look at stuff. One more go. Come on, sunshine. On and off. All right, guys. Till it gets warmer outside. New daylight. We'll check the fuel pressure next time and see what's else is going on. Nothing now. Oh well. See ya. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Leave any questions or comments down below. And be sure to subscribe to my channel for awesome updates on what I'm doing. Please check out the next video I've got lined up for you. And also check out my Patreon page if you want to support what we're doing here. And finally, check out my other less tractory page, Red Barn Homestead. You can subscribe to that too. See some awesome stuff. And we'll see you next time.